Hi everybody, welcome to day 4. Whenever you're ready, you can join me on your mat. We're going to find our hip distance, the size of 2 fists between your feet and your knees, your shoe size heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis using the Pilates diamond shape, imprint and arch. Roll your back into the mat and arch. Feel your spine pressing into the mat, feel the space. Notice the difference between these two pelvic tilts, and then you find the center for your neutral pelvis position, where your diamond shape is level with the floor below you. Take your hands onto your ribs, breathe in, and exhale, knit the ribs together. Inhale, open the ribs out, and exhale, draw in and down. Keep your lower ribs attached to the mat. Hands by the sides, shoulders back and down, opening your chest, reaching the hands towards the feet. Keep the lower ribs down and get that gentle chin nod for length in the back of the neck. Bring your focus into your pelvic floor. The front of the pelvic floor feels like you're holding in a bit of pee. The back of the pelvic floor feels like you're holding in wind. Then you scoop through the abs and knit the ribs together. Inhale. With your exhale, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Lift head, neck and shoulders into ab prep. Strengthen your core so your neck relaxes, chin on a peach. And start to pump the arms. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Breathe into the side of your rib cage and exhale to scoop through the core. Relax your neck anytime you need, otherwise you can keep going. The other half of the 100 is where we come into tabletop. So lower down, check in with your spine and your core and lift into tabletop. One leg at a time. Use the exhale to lift, knees and ankles together. Reach the hands across the room and you can pump from the shoulders. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Maintain stability with your bone setup by engaging your core. You can finish on the one that you're on. Take your time to relax if you need. When you're ready, roll forward for our C-curve setup. Glutes are further from the heels. Scoop through the core. Use your exhale to draw your belly through the spine to create your C shape. Inhale. Exhale, draw the heels towards you. Scoop and come forward. Inhale, roll and stack. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, use your core, come forward. Inhale, roll and stack. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale, draw the heels towards you, scoop through the core. Inhale, get taller than before. Exhale, use your core. Inhale, breathe out as you come forward. And inhale to roll and stack. Keep your focus in the core, knees and ankles together, and roll down with control. Getting ready for rollover prep. Inhale, knees in towards the chest. Exhale, lengthen at a diagonal. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, knees and ankles together as you reach. Slow and controlled as you finish the one that you're on. And then when you're ready, we're going to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. Really reach through your toes, ankles, knees and hips. We're going to lower the right leg onto the floor and keep the left leg reaching. Hands above or below the knee. And we'll relax here. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Swap sides. Get your setup. It's okay if there's a little bend in your knee. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Preparing for rolling like a ball. Come forward into your C-curve setup using your core to protect your spine. Check in with your setup. Scoop through the core, knit the ribs, create your C shape with the front of the body drawing through the back. Lift into tabletop. Inhale, roll back to the shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop and pause. We have 5. Inhale and exhale. 4. Relax how much you're holding on with the hands and see if you can get into the core muscles a bit more. 3, inhale and exhale. 2, last one. Inhale and exhale. Use your core work to create links between the moves. So gently roll down, lower your shoulders, knees are above your hips, single leg straight stretch. Exhale up to the ceiling, inhale to bend. This is your option number 1. Up to the ceiling might suit your back, otherwise you can start to reach at a diagonal, adding more weight onto your core. Keep the opposite knee still in space as the moving leg reaches at a diagonal. Check in with your spine setup and your core work to maintain stability. As the days go on, I'll leave out the first version as an option and just demonstrate the second version in order to progress the move even further, but you can feel free to stick with the first version and go back over earlier videos if you need a refresher. Double leg stretch. You inhale to straighten the legs and exhale to bend. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale and straighten, exhale pelvic floor abs ribs. To begin progressing this move, you lengthen at a diagonal with a stable spine. Inhale and exhale. If it doesn't suit you, you can continue with the version where you just lengthen up to the ceiling and come back, instead of reaching at a diagonal and coming back. If you'd like to progress the moves, you only go as far at that diagonal as you can keep the pelvis nice and still. Coming into your hamstring stretch, you can lower the leg fully down onto the mat, or you can bend the knee. The bent knee relaxes your back, the straight leg will relax and stretch the front of your hip. Hands above or below the top leg, just not at the back of the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and swap sides. Choose the version that suits you, never force the knees, never force the back, let it build as the days go on. Choose your setup, reach through your toes, ankle, knee, and hip, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting ready for double leg straight stretch, both legs up to the ceiling, bend your feet, push through the heels, knees and ankles together. It's okay if there's a bend in the knees, as long as your pelvis is still. Steady through the spine as you lower at a diagonal, only going as low as you can maintain your neutral pelvis. Bend the feet, point your toes. Exhale, bend the feet, connected to the core. Inhale, point the toes. Push through the heels, reach up through the ankles. Preparing our crisscross, lower the feet down, check in with your core, use your exhale to come into ab prep, hands behind the head, check in with your neck, zip up the core, open the elbows wide, exhale to the right, inhale to the center, exhale left, inhale center. Exhale, twist. We don't have very far to go. Keep the hips steady, open the elbows wide so you maintain some length across the chest. This move will progress as the days go on, but now we have a good foundation in how the upper body works in crisscross. Hug your knees in and roll forward, preparing for spine stretch. Sit up nice and tall, pelvic floor abs ribs. Inhale to reach, exhale roll and stack, relax your shoulders. 5, inhale and exhale, get taller than last time. 4, inhale, scoop, so we're rounding, not hinging, and then roll and stack. 3, inhale, reach a bit further than last time. Exhale, grow tall through the top of the head. 2, last one like this, and exhale, roll and stack. You want to progress to the legs being lengthened, but it's okay to keep the knees bent if that suits you better. Keep your mind in your core work as we flow into open leg rocker prep. Scoop through the core, lift into tabletop. You can have your diamond shape or your knees together. So you can do rolling like a ball again, or this open leg rocker prep. Slow it down. Use your breathing to connect to the move. Exhale forward. Inhale back to the shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop through the core. You're putting on your brakes here at the top. Inhale back to the shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop. We're creating a link into our rollover prep. This move will become corkscrew. For now, scoop through your core and roll down, knees above your hips, hands by your sides. Inhale, knees in towards the chest. Exhale, lengthen at a diagonal. Inhale and peel the spine. Exhale, lengthen. Choose to keep the move at its smaller form if the bigger version that we're progressing into doesn't suit your back. When you're ready, we're coming forward into saw. You can relax your back, bend your feet, and roll your body forward using your core work. Open your legs out wider than your hips. You can keep a bend in the knees, you can relax the feet, or the legs can straighten out and go a bit wider. Zip up through the core, open the arms out, open your chest, reach apart. Inhale, inhale, twist. Exhale, chest towards the knee as you saw, the ankle, the knee, or the hip. The breathing is pulsed in this one. Inhale, inhale, exhale, and exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, and exhale. There's more detail to add into this move later. For now, try and master the directions we've put in so far. It may take a while for your hip flexors to get used to the exercise, so always relax them out or do less reps if you need. You can always pause the video and focus on the moves that need a little more attention for your body. Whatever exercise we find the most difficult is the exercise that our body needs to master the most to find balance. All of the exercises hold equal importance, but we may be coming from different backgrounds, different injury history. We take our time until we can perform each exercise with equal concentration, control, centering, fluidity, precision, and the breath work. You can go to one side or cross your ankles over and come through. Making your way onto your belly, check in with your setup, reach back through your toes, ankles, knees and hips, tuck your tailbone pressing into the front of the legs, scoop through the core, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, shoulders down, back of the neck is long. You exhale to lift the legs, but not so high that it pushes your belly down into the mat. Inhale to peel the upper body, keeping that gentle tuck from your tailbone. Exhale to reach and float back through the ankles. Inhale for the upper body. Exhale, lower body. Inhale, upper body. Reach in two different directions, forward through the head, back through the tailbone. Keep that length throughout. Inhale, peel, exhale, lower. You can stick at this level where the elbows stay on the ground, or if you'd like to make it a little bit bigger today, you can, but we continue to keep that focus on the center. So, inhale to peel, the elbows may lift a little, exhale, lower. Notice that stability in the center of the body, so we're not just pushing the back into an extension. Head into the hands for single leg kicks. Tuck your tailbone, press into the front of the leg, scoop through the core. Starting with the right foot, bend the ankle, bend the knee, pulse. Point your toes and reach. Left side, kick, 2, 3, point and reach. You stay as stable as you can with the center of the body. There's a little bit of movement. You connect to your core to minimize that movement and stabilize the muscles around the spine. Exhale, 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 and inhale. Pulse, 2, 3, and inhale. Keep pushing into the front of the legs, stabilizing the pelvis, getting that stretch across the knee. We're getting ready to move on to double leg kicks. Stabilize your pelvis, bend the feet and the knees, kick, 2, 3, and inhale to reach through the ankles. Exhale, 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 and inhale. Your feet can touch off each other to make sure that your legs are moving at the same time. Exhale, 2, 3, and inhale. Keep reaching back through the ankles. There's more to learn in all of the exercises on our belly, but for now, relax it out. Cat-cow your spine, and whenever you're ready, you can go to one side with the legs or cross your ankles over and roll through. Eventually we'll have a move called neck pull here. For now, we're repeating our roll down. Get your C-curve set up. You can have your hands behind the knees or let them go as we introduced yesterday. Scoop through your core and go as low as you're stable. Exhale forward, inhale roll and stack. Exhale, use your core. Inhale at your lowest point. Exhale, scoop and come forward. Inhale, get really tall. Exhale, belly button draws through the spine. Inhale, open the ribs. Exhale, use your core and come forward. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, scoop and roll back. Inhale, create space. Draw your heels towards you as you come forward and roll and stack. Relax your shoulders. We're getting ready for another hamstring stretch. This will prepare our body for two exercises that take its place later. They're called scissors and bicycle. Gently increasing hamstring length as the days go on is really important for many of the exercises. So, when you're ready, roll down onto the mat. We'll start with our right leg. Remember, the opposite side can lengthen or stay bent, whatever suits your back or your hip better. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap sides when you're ready. Choose to bend or straighten the bottom leg, hands above or below the knee, and we'll hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting ready for shoulder bridge. You can come forward and we'll just check our setup. Hip distance between the feet and the knees, shoe size, heels to glutes, and roll your back down onto the mat. Check your pelvis, lower ribs down, shoulders back, gentle chin nod, breathe in. Exhale, roll through the spine, lower, middle, upper back. Gentle tuck of the tailbone so we can find a neutral pelvis at a diagonal. Reach through the knees and push into the feet. Exhale to lower, one vertebra at a time, keep reaching through the knees. Breathe in. Exhale and peel, one vertebra at a time, as if all of your spine is stuck to the mat and you're ungluing one at a time and then gluing the vertebra back down one at a time. Breathe in at the bottom and exhale the whole way up. Focus on the breathing. Keep going with that exhale. Breathe in fully. Exhale the whole way down, cleaning out your lungs. You can stick with that version for as long as it suits you. Otherwise, put all of your weight into your right foot and release the left foot. Breathe through the center, knit your ribs together. Push into the right foot so the attention goes down the body and you really feel your glutes waking up. Swap sides when you're ready. We have some more movement to add on here, but for now this will prepare our body for the bum workout to come in this section. Getting ready to roll into spine twist. Eventually the moves progress so much that they flow seamlessly from one into the next. Cross your ankles over and then swap the natural cross that happens so we can balance our hips. Check in with your shoulders set up, find neutral. Zip up through the core, get some length, open the arms nice and wide, palms face down, fingers together. You can bend the elbows or have your fingertips on your shoulders if that suits you better with your shoulder work. Inhale tall, exhale connect to the midline and move to the right. Inhale to the center taller than before, exhale to the left. Inhale, you exhale, 2, 3, and inhale to the center. Exhale, 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 and inhale to the center. Keep the chest open, keep tall so we can feel the mid-spine rotating more and more as the days go on. Maybe you can look towards the hand in the direction of where you're moving and you might find that the mid-spine frees up a little bit more. One more round. Take your time, anchor your hips down, exhale, 2, 3, and inhale. Relax your shoulders. You can always take as long as you want between exercises. We are preparing to flow from one exercise to the next, but you can always pause the video. Flowing into rollover prep, eventually this will become a move called jackknife. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, knees in towards the chest, exhale, reach. Inhale and exhale to lengthen legs at a diagonal. Breathe in, peel the spine, exhale, lower with control. Again, inhale and exhale. Whenever you're ready, we're coming to a side lying position. You can mirror me, so you can go on your right side while I go on my left side. Choose your upper body position, gentle bend in the bottom knee, reach through the top leg, feel the hip moving, internally rotate, externally rotate. Your knee can be parallel or externally rotating, so we get into the glute and the inner thigh. Hand helps you balance. Inhale and float the leg up, bend the foot, exhale, lower down. Inhale to float up, reach through the ankle, exhale, lower down. Push into the bottom leg as you pull up with the top leg. Feel that opposition. Inhale up and exhale down. We'll do one more rep and then we'll move on to forward back. Parallel with the knee, push through the heel, bend the ankle, inhale, inhale forward, point your toes and exhale back. Keep the bottom knee glued to the mat. Inhale, inhale and exhale. Bend the foot and feel that stretch through the back of the knee. Stabilize as you reach back. Lower it down and just relax the outside of the hip. Let's do those two exercises on the other side. Choose your upper body position, bend the bottom knee, reach through the top leg. Set up your hip. You can choose parallel or up to the ceiling with the knee. The hand can help you balance in front. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, reach through the ankle. Exhale, push through the heel to lower. Inhale, float up, press down. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale up and exhale down. parallel with the knee, push through the heel, stabilize, inhale, inhale, point, and exhale. Bottom knee stays down, stretch, not so far backwards. Inhale, inhale, exhale, stick on the stabilizers and lower down. Just relax it out of your hip. Take your time. We're doing our teaser prep. Roll onto the mat. Instead of neutral, we imprint, ribs in and down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, scoop through your core and come forward a little higher than ab prep. Inhale and exhale. You can stick with this level, or you can come even higher, getting you closer towards the bigger teaser move. Inhale, stretch up to the sky, circle the arms. Exhale, use your core to lower. It's like a combination of your C curve, your roll down, and then a little stretch for your chest. You can stick with the first version where you just come a little higher than ab prep, or you can scoop through the core and roll the whole way up. You're ready to roll the whole way up if your neck is completely fine with the ab prep exercise. Once more for practice, you choose whichever version suits you for now. Inhale, you open up the chest, circle the arms, and exhale to gently lower down. Inhale, reach. We're coming forward, getting ready for our hip circle prep. We're not doing the full hip circle exercise yet. Spread your fingers out wide, hands behind the back, reaching out and back at a diagonal. The whole back doesn't need to extend or flex. You can open up the chest and gently tuck the lower back, scooping the core and knitting the ribs to protect your spine. You can be on the elbows here, or the arms can be straight, so you can adjust by coming down onto the elbows or keeping the arms straight. Scoop through the core to lift into tabletop. When you're ready, we go to one side, come through center and second side. Keep the shoulders steady, and then you can choose to lengthen the legs or keep the knees bent. So we have a few options here. Choose the version that suits you. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Exhale, you can straighten, inhale through center, exhale, and inhale. Keep the shoulders steady. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Following these last two exercises, teaser and hip circle prep, we want to flip the body again to create balance. Relax the front of your hips. We're preparing to come onto our bellies and do swimming. You may want to relax your shoulders as well after doing that hip circle prep, so take your time in between exercises. Whenever you're ready, you can go to one side with the legs, or you can cross your ankles over and roll through to come onto your stomach. If you're going to one side, make sure you keep swapping the side that you go to, again creating balance with which side we fire with first. Shoulders down your back. The legs are close together without actually touching. Just check in with the lower body and press into the front of the legs. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Check in with this coordination. The breathing and swimming progresses as the weeks go on, so just get this foundation. Opposite shoulder, opposite hip. Reaching through the ankle, through the wrist. Keep the shoulders down your back. Get that coordination. We inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Finishing on the one that you're on, pressing back onto all fours, thinking about flowing into plank in the future. But for now, take your time as your body gets used to these exercises. So cat-cow and relax your spine. We look at our all fours setup, hip distance between the knees, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Check your neck position, nod the chin, look up to the ceiling, find the center. There's no wrinkle or pinched skin in the back of the neck. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Slide your shoulder blades together and apart, feeling your shoulder blades gliding on the rib cage, and find the center for neutral. Check your pelvis, tilting up and down as if you're lying against the mat, thinking about rolling your back into the mat and arching, and find the center. Scoop through the core and knit the ribs. Lengthen back. You can do one leg at a time, getting used to the brain working down the body in plank, or both legs can go out at the same time. Choose the version that suits you and build it up as the days go on. Inner thighs, glutes, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Get that focus down the body. Inner thighs, glutes, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. So you can imagine that there's a balloon between your knees and you're trying to burst it, or you still may be doing one leg at a time, getting used to that weight distributing down the body. You want your wrists, elbows and shoulders to feel as relaxed as possible. You can stretch out your triceps, bringing your hands behind your head, The hands can reach in front and you can sit your bum all the way back onto your heels. Turn the palms up to the ceiling to stretch out the shoulders. You can circle your arms around in both directions, increasing blood flow from the elbow, wrist to the shoulder. Take your time with plank. We flow into a reverse plank here, so to one side or crossing the ankles and coming through. For now, we're building to reverse plank by doing tendon stretch. Parallel feet, second toe traces through the middle of the kneecap. Your hands can point towards the hips or out to the sides. Just avoid letting the hands point behind you. So choose whichever hand position you like and open up your chest. Scoop through the core, gentle tuck of the tailbone. Lift your pubic bone up to the sky. Squeeze your bum to get a little bit higher. Push the weight down into your feet and reach your knees across the room. It's okay if at the moment you're not this high. You could be a little bit lower, but just make sure you're pushing down into your heels and reaching your knees across the room so we get that length through our quads, through our hip flexors as the days go on. Come into a little stretch before we move on to our side kneeling kicks. Relax it out of your body. We come onto side kneeling. Check in with your pelvis position, hip distance between the knees. Zip up through center, so pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Arms out to the sides, melt your shoulders down. Load into the right wrist, lengthen the left leg. Push through the heel, bending your foot. Push all the weight down the mat. Not everybody's leg is going to be at this level at the moment. Just aim to get higher as the days go on. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Keep pushing through your heel. This is option 1. Option 2, you hinge from the hip. Hinge so we don't want the spine to shorten. Keep the length and you really feel that big hamstring stretch as you bend the foot and hinge from the hip on the way forward. Keeping the weight out of the hand, point your toes on the way back, bend your foot on the way forward. Choose the one that you want to practice, and whenever you're ready, we'll just do a little side bend on this side before swapping to the second side. So you can bend your knee and it's like your mermaid stretch, just overhead. Second side, check in with your setup, scoop through the core, melt your shoulders down, load your left wrist, lengthen your right leg, push through the heel. Keep the weight down the mat. Really important to go over these basics. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You may choose to stick with this version for longer than I instructed in the challenge. Otherwise, we build towards this forward back option. Bend the foot, push the weight out of the hand. Inhale, inhale, point and exhale. Really keep the weight down the mat, hinging so the spine stays long, and exhale. Choose the option that you'd like to practice. Build the moves slowly as the days progress. We're going to do a small side bend on this side before looking a little more closely at mermaid. You can stick with a cross-legged mermaid for as long as it suits you. Otherwise, we have one foot to the opposite inner thigh wrapping the leg behind. One hip is internally rotating, the other is externally rotating. For a lot of us, one hip will be higher than the other, and that's okay for a while as long as there's no pain. You can always cross the ankle over otherwise. So choose your position with the lower body. Maybe you need to adjust for the knee and you can still do the side bends, or you can sit comfortably into your mermaid seat. Left hand up to the ceiling, right hand to the floor, and side bend to the right. Inhale through center, exhale second side. Be careful with your ribs so we never tug. Just listen to your body and go as far into that side bend as your body is okay with at the moment. Exhale, reach. Inhale, grow taller than before. Anchor your hips down and exhale to reach. Inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders throughout the movement. We're going to swap sides. You can swap your cross, you can swap your adjusted seat or your mermaid seat. External rotation, internal rotation. You want to be able to trace a line from one hip bone to the other, passing through the belly button. It's okay that one hip is higher than the other at the moment. Right palm up to the ceiling, come over to the left side. Inhale tall through center and exhale to the second side. Listen to your rib cage. Your floating ribs need protection, and that's happening through feedback in the body. So tune in, mindful movement. Exhale, inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale and inhale. Take your time, ease it out of your shoulders. You can circle in each direction, again increasing blood flow. Take your time with your hips if you need to relax the front of your hips. And when you're ready, we're preparing for boomerang. So we're going to do spine stretch. We inhale to scoop and reach forward, exhale to roll and stack. The legs can be straight or the knees can be bent. Inhale and exhale. You're pointing your feet and your legs are together. If it annoys your back, make sure you bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, grow really tall through the spine. Inhale, scoop and reach. Exhale, roll and stack. Inhale, anchor the legs down and grow and build through the spine. Inhale and exhale. Once more. And exhale. Let's flow into our rolling like a ball. This will become seal. You can practice open leg rocker prep, or you can practice rolling like a ball. Scoop through your core, it's your C curve set up. Draw the belly button through the spine and knit the ribs. Bring the legs into tabletop position. You can have toes together, knees apart, or knees together. Inhale back to the shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop and pause at the top. Inhale to the shoulder blades. Exhale, control the movement. Do it as slowly as possible so you feel the different links in your spine touching off the mat, one at a time. Take your time, keep your focus in your core, nice and slow and controlled. When you're ready, we're going to move on to our plank prep. This is going to turn into a push-up and also another move earlier on in the sequence called leg pull front. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, set up your neck. Set up your shoulder position, slide together and apart, and find the center for neutral. Set up your pelvis, tilting up and down and finding the center. Press into the feet, pelvic floor, abs, ribs as you scoop through your core. You can do one leg at a time, the knee can lift. You could float the foot, adding more weight on, pushing into the front of the foot, or both legs can go back. So choose how much weight you want to put into your plank at the moment. You can do one leg at a time or both legs together. With both legs out behind you, you can imagine you're squeezing a soft ball between your knees or trying to burst a balloon between your knees. Either way, we keep the focus down the body. Think about using your inner thighs, drawing them close together, squeezing your bum and zipping up through the core. You can come down onto all fours. You can be in a half shell pose just on the elbows, or you can sit your bum fully back onto your heels if it suits your knees. Stay in this position for as long as you like. We're preparing to roll up through the spine. Whenever you're ready, come onto all fours and curl your toes under. Press the floor away, walk your hands in towards your feet, parallel and hip distance apart. Knees can be bent or the legs can be straight. Let the weight of your upper body hang. Let the head go, let the shoulders relax. Let it relax all the way down into your lower back. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale and roll up, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, circle the arms, exhale, let it go, opposite direction and let it go. Well done everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on day 4. Set your bones and engage your core muscles. Lift your first leg into tabletop position, and then you can stretch the back of the leg up to the ceiling. Start the circle small. Keep the rest of your body nice and still. Lower ribs stay attached to the mat throughout the exercise. Make sure that you do the same amount of circles in each direction. To progress this exercise, the opposite leg that's bent can straighten out as long as your lower back stays neutral. The accent in the exercise is on the upswing, so you inhale down and exhale up. To progress this exercise even further, the circles can get bigger, only if you can maintain a neutral spine throughout circling the leg. If you find the front of your leg firing too much in this exercise, your quadriceps, then you can turn the knee out to the side, externally rotating your hip to relax the front of the leg and switch on your glutes to help you perform this exercise with ease. Thanks everybody.